My dear students, I wish you happy Lodi, and as a coordinator of Middle Block, I am pleased to share with you some objectives related to online classes. As your winter break was extended from 9th Jan to 14th Jan due to unfavorable weather conditions, so your subject teachers are providing you information regarding the topics covered during online classes through this video.
Hello, my dear students. Hope that you all are safe and enjoying your vacations. Now, I am going to provide you information regarding the topic we covered in our online class. Firstly, we discuss your assignment. You all know that your assignment is very important for your even for your paper point of view. In this assignment, we covered your chapter summary, your writing section, and all other topics. Okay, now in your writing section, we mainly discuss the format. You all know that format is very much important for your writing section, like your letter, invitation, and all that. Okay, after that, we discuss some important question that is based on your imaginations, like if you are on the place of Gopa, what did you do? After that, we move to your grammar part. In your grammar, we discuss your very much important topic, that is tenses, means the base of your grammar. Now, I hope that you all are familiar with the rules of tenses, like there are total 12 rules of tenses and all that. We also discuss how to apply rule in the sentences. These all are the things I want to share with you. Thank you so much.
Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing fine. In science, we had discussed two chapters during online classes. Chapter 1, Nutrition in Living Organism Plants, and Chapter 5, Heat. In this chapter, we had learnt about different modes of nutrition. As we know, there are two types of nutrition: autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition is the mode of nutrition in which organism make their own food from simple raw materials, for example, green plants and bacteria. Heterotrophic nutrition is the mode of nutrition in which organism can't prepare their food on their own and also depend on others. Heterotrophic nutrition is also categorized into three different types of nutrition, that is saprotrophic nutrition, parasitic nutrition and holozoic nutrition. We had discussed these types of nutrition in detail and also learnt about the concept of symbiotic relationship. Another chapter which we had discussed is chapter 5, that is heat. In this chapter we had discussed about mainly the concept of heat and temperature. As we know, heat is a form of energy and the degree of hotness and coldness of body is called temperature. Another important topic in this chapter is clinical thermometer and why it is different from the laboratory thermometer. After discussing this topic, we had also discussed the different modes of transfer of heat in detail.
Hello, dear students. During online classes, I discussed Chapter 8 Triangle and its Properties and Chapter 11 Perimeter and its Area. I have discussed these properties of triangle. First, sum of three angles of a triangle is always 180 degree. Second property, in a triangle, if two sides are equal, then angles opposite to them are equal. Third property, in a triangle, if two angles are equal, then sides opposite to them are equal. Number 4, the sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Any two sides, if we are taking length of any two sides, it will be always greater than the third side. Fifth one, in a right triangle, the square of hypotenuse is always equal to the sum of square of its other sides. That is to say, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude square. And sixth property is the hypotenuse is the longest side. These properties are made clear to the students through numerical examples. Daily children were given to revise one worksheet of the chapter. Then in chapter 11, we discussed about the area of parallelogram, area of triangle and circumference of circle. Area of parallelogram is always equal to base into altitude, and if we want to find out base, we will divide the area of parallelogram by its altitude, and if we want to find out altitude, area of parallelogram will be divided by base, and area of rhombus is equal to base into altitude, but if base and altitude are not given and diagonals are given, then we will say area of rhombus is equal to 1 by 2 into diagonal 1 and into diagonal 2. We will solve the question according to the given information, and then area of triangle is equal to 1 by 2 into base into altitude. If we want to find out base of triangle, then we will use this formula like this: base is equal to 2 times area of triangle divided by altitude. And for finding out altitude, we will say altitude of triangle is equal to 2 times area of triangle upon base. These are the formulas related to parallelogram and triangle. Now then we discussed about circumference of a circle. 2 pi r is the formula, and diameter is always twice its radius. And if we want to find out radius, we divide diameter divided by 2. We will half the diameter and we will get the radius. And if we want to find out distance covered by a person around a circle, we will find out always its circumference, that is equal to 2 pi r. What about pi? Pi's value we are to use 22 by 7. And we also discussed numericals related to these formulas in the class, and students were asked to revise worksheet 3, worksheet 4 and worksheet 5 of these chapter, that is perimeter and area. That's what we have completed in the online class, and a few questions assignment is being given to the students to be solved at home. I hope all of you might have solved it. Thank you. Have a nice day, children.
We discussed in online classes for social science, chapter 6, life on the earth, chapter 7, human environment. In the chapter 6, we learned meaning of flora word, plant kingdom, and fauna, animal kingdom. Then we learnt our ecosystem, biosphere, food factories. We mainly discussed about the plant kingdom. In this topic, we explain about vegetation includes forest, grasslands, bushes, and shrubs. The vegetation belt of the world can broadly be divided into various groups on the basis of their location and climatic conditions: tropical hardwood forests, grasslands, deserts, and temperate softwood forests. We discussed about the animal kingdom. As mentioned earlier, along with plants
Animals also live in the biosphere. These can be birds, insects, or animals. The animals vary differs in size, amount, degree, or natural something else of the some journal class. We discussed about human impact on the ecosystem. Finally, we discussed about book exercise, short question answers, and also along long question answers. Chapter 7, Human Involvement. What is settlement? Types of settlement and factor responsible for permanent settlement. Factors: ability of water relief features. We also discussed about wet point settlement, dispersed settlement, and compact settlements. We discussed about transport and communication. The development of science and technology, the transport and communication facilities have grown rapidly. The role of transport is almost important for the development of a country. We discussed about mode of transportation, the movement of goods and persons from place to place. Means of transport: land, water, and air. Land, roadway, railway, pipelines. Waterway, islands or seaways or ocean routes. Waterway, national or international way. We discussed about communication means exchange of ideas and views from one person to another. It can be personal as well as mass level. It helps social relationship and unity, contribute to the economic development. Communication modes are media, internet, television, radio, newspaper, magazines. These are the way to communicate with the world. Finally, we discussed about book exercise, short question answers and long question answer. Thank you.
Okay, dear students, this is all about the previous week. Now there is one announcement for you that your exams are going to start from 15th of the Feb. Thank
Thank
you
you
and
and
be
be
safe.
safe.